Mm. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Shaquille Bostic. I made this video in regards to people who may or may not be struggling to pass the Mblex, and I also wanted to share my insight, and maybe it'll inspire you guys to stay motivated in your journey. But I'm gonna break it into half. Part my experiences, and the other half my study tactics, because as of from November 20th 2020 to now, I am now a licensed massage therapist, and the struggle was real. So I want to share my insight and my experiences to just motivate you guys to continue to pursue your career in massage therapy, and hopefully it inspires you guys. Well, for starters, I um started my massage therapy journey in 2019 March, and my mother had just recovered from um breast cancer, so I was really happy with that. But I was still taking care of her for like rehabilitation after she finished going through chemotherapy, till after she was done with chemotherapy. And I was also taking care of my nephew. And between that, I was still trying to study to pass my tests and all that. So it was a long, strenuous first year. And I was still able to pass um, with 90s and above. I'm putting in long study hours. So I would take like 2 hours a day after I made sure my mom was good to study. Also, coming into 2020, after I passed my practical, um, I completed my class March of this year, 2020, and it was like uh, 3 days before my birthday. So I just currently turned 26 this year, and 2 weeks after that, my best friend had passed away, and he was the only one who would go with me during this whole COVID. That's like during when COVID first started, where everything was shutting down. And he said, "Oh, I know COVID's out here, and I know you're smart enough to um, be safe. But if nobody wants to spend um, your birthday with you, I'll spend it with you." So March 13th was the last day that I seen him, and 2 weeks after that, he passed away in his home. His father walked home from his job and saw his son lying on his bed dead, and that was during while I was just finishing school and everything good was going for me. But I got the call from one of my other friends who explained to me what happened, and that was also during where COVID was just starting up, and they weren't, you know, sending people to hospitals and not allowing people to be seen, and the autopsy was taking a long time to figure out what was the cause. Was it COVID or not? So it really broke me up. I was like depressed for like a whole month after that. And that's not even including like taking the Mblex or studying for the Mblex. Because right after that, um, 3 weeks after that, my school closed. So I was gonna apply for a tutor, get that under control so I can make sure I pass the state test to be state certified. So I was just certified. Um, yeah, so I had to wait for that. Then, like maybe like 3 months after that, maybe going late June, they messaged my school messaged me and said we were opening back up, but like with smaller classes, and it was crazy. Because I wasn't able to get a tutor, so basically I lost most of the information. My phone, ended up breaking, where all the stuff that I studied hard for a year. Um, yeah, basically a lot of stuff happened during that course, and then that's when I found out, uh, say May or so, my mother was diagnosed with kidney disease. So now I had that piled on top of everything else that was already going on or had occurred before, and me being her son, had to make a decision to help her, you know, because now she was down, and go and walk her through that and support her with going to her dialysis um, appointments while still studying for the Mblex. And also, I also help her take care of my nephew because she cannot take care of him by herself. Also, yeah, I know it feels like I'm rambling and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff happened to me. So I'm just trying to give you guys a gist and make you understand that um, you guys are not the only one that goes through stuff, and you will prevail, like I did. But yeah, so it was a lot of stuff piled on top of stuff, and um, during this current month, October, like my car actually had got hit while it was parked and totaled. So luckily for me, the lady stopped, and she explained that it was her fault, and she sideswiped my car, um and I got her information, and she was able to like give me a rental until they fixed it, which they said was a total loss. um and they couldn't do nothing for me, so they basically told me that they would give me $250 for my car. I paid about 2,000 for the car, but the damage that she did, um it basically damaged the car, and that was the only means of transportation that I was using to take my mother to dialysis and take care of my nephew. So basically, after that, it ended up working out where they was able to give me compensation for her damages, which they couldn't fix. And I talked to a mechanic, and he was able to fix it for $200. Um, so she knocked off the headlight and the bumper or something like that. Um, yeah. So during the month of October, it was really crazy. Also, I worked for Amazon, and excuse me, I worked for Amazon, and I lost my job. They let me go October 14th. So I was on unemployment during like partially, but now I had to fully become on unemployment because they had let me go during that course. So thank God I had paid. I was paying my school off, so I didn't owe them. But 2020 has been like a really rough year for me. 2020 and 2019 has been a really rough year for me. Um, so that's basically the gist of my experiences. And as of 2020, November 20th, I was able to successfully pass my test, my Mblex test, first try. So that's like the highlight of my year as of now. And I was able to fix my car, dealing with all the stuff that I just previously mentioned. And this part, the second part, I'm going to share my study information that I use to deal with all this studying. I currently was using see, one second, textbook trail guide to the body for kinesiology part of the test. This one right here. It's a really good book because I was pretty good in class as far as muscles, as you can see. But I kind of like lost a little bit of my knowledge because I was like depressed and I had a lot going on in my life. So I kind of had to get like a overview, like brushing up. So that was pretty good for just refresher. Like it has a lot of like interesting things in there as far as the way the muscle moves, what flexes what extends the knee, what muscles extend the knee. You know, it basically breaks it down to the science where I'm pretty sure even a 5-year-old could understand it. So that's pretty good. Because I'm more of a visual person and I need to kind of see it to understand it. I mean, I know some people are like that too. Also, the second part of the study that I used was the app AMT, which is really good. I would take like maybe like 20 questions a day, and I would do like maybe like 20 questions a day for that. After I would do I also was using my study guide, so I passed on the first try. Was actually abm a a abmp.com /students/abmp.com, which is a really really good study app. And I like dedicated 4 hours a day. I know it was hard, like really hard, but I dedicated 4 hours a day to studying that material. And they go over kinesiology, pathology, career development, specialized population, anatomy and physiology. It's a lot of information that they cover. I'll also leave it in the description, the stuff that I used to study for the test. But let me see what else I was able to do. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I did. I mean, I would do like ABMP like 4 subjects a day. Like 4 practice tests a day. I'm sorry. Excuse me. 4 practice tests a day. Not timed, of course. And then I would try to aim for like 80s. So I would do like about 4 hours a day. So I'll try to aim for like 80s. And then the following week I would do the next subject and the next subject for about 1 to 2 months. And I think that like that helped a lot for me because I work off of repetition, so I need to kind of like see it um more and more for me to understand it. Um yeah, so that helped a lot. But before that, I actually took one of the practice tests. Um and I got a 51, I believe, my first try. And my last test, the day, like the 19th, the day before I took my test, November 20th, I received a 90. So I was still kind of skeptical because when I took the test, it was a lot of stuff that wasn't on it. But I will say that A, B, and P definitely prepared me for the stuff that I studied that was on the test. So it's more like a 50-50. You can't really pinpoint everything that's specifically on the test. But I would say A, B, and P .com really helped me pass the test because it covered a lot of stuff. Also, for analogy and physiology, which is like really hard for me to remember for some reason, I went to anatomy and physiology playlist crash course, which really helped too because the guy puts it in a way where it's fun, relaxing. You kind of watch it like a clip. It's like between maybe like 10 to like 15 minutes broken into different parts that help you understand it better. So that was really good. I'll put that link in the description to the playlist that I use. Also, Mblex massage prep. That was a really good tool too to understanding pathology. He has a lot of good excuse me. He has a lot of good videos there too. I'll put that link also in the description. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just basically stay motivated, stay positive, stay focused, and you guys can do it. I told myself that if I pass on the first try, I would try to get this video out there to motivate you guys and let you guys know that you're not alone and you can overcome everything just like I have. Um, have a good day and stay positive. Wish you luck. If you received any value from this video, please comment below. And if you pass on your first try like me, also comment below. Thank you and stay motivated.